afternoon again, everyone. I'm back in Surfers Paradise with Benny, who's just behind me at the moment, and he's been kind enough to actually give me his chest mount. You won't be able to see it properly, but it's on a necklace that goes around, well, my neck, obviously, and it's got a magnet on it, so I can just put the GoPro right on the front of my chest, and it's a little bit more discreet for a bit of a POV style walk around street photography. So do a little bit of a review of that today and do my usual as well, which is just a bit of commentary about street photography in the sort of Surfers Paradise and surrounds sort of area. Nice conditions today actually. It's a bit of a more flat lighting scenario because there's a fair bit of cloud around and it's about 1:30 to 2 that we're starting, so yeah, should be a good one. We'll jump right into it. Yeah. Usual shit. We always like to do this, start by the beach and just see if we can pick off any easy scenes to get warmed up, I reckon. Yeah, quite hazy, yeah. There's a bit of, it's a very choppy sort of day. All the waves are very, very rough and there's a lot of wind as well, so the result of that is a lot of sea mist, especially around this immediate proximity area of the ocean. So yeah, it gives you, a lot of the photos might look a little bit less sharp than usual just because of that atmospheric interference. Actually going to kick up the white balance to be a little bit warmer than usual because yeah, the sort of a cold scene actually, so I'm just going to try and preserve some of the warmer tones. Alright, probably going to head back down the other end of the beach before going down into, yeah, head down that way and then maybe head left after that. But the thing is, it's going to be quite dark down there, down that way today because we don't have the sunlight cutting through and creating the same harsh shadows as are so common usually in Surfers Paradise. So today it might just be adapting a little bit, sticking to the more widely lit areas and having to do away with our reliance on heavy shadows for compositional merits. Time to head a little bit further into the more built up area of Surfers Paradise, right down towards, what is it called, Cavill Avenue, and get some busier scenes down that way. A couple of runners here. Nice. Happy with that. Something a bit different there. Okay, here we go. Into the fray. the busy spot. Oh, it is busy today. It's pumping down the avenue here. Get a nice shot of this. Oh, yes. Seagull flew over at the perfect time. Just add a little bit of interest to the sky and fill in the composition a bit. Might just mention this, I was just chatting with Benny about this point of the GoPro, is that it's really good having it run on chest, hands-free, because once I see a scene that looks good, I can just hit record, head straight into it, and forget about the fact I'm recording, just get into my work. Okay, made it down into one of my favourite spots in Surfers Paradise here. It's a nice crossing here. You get a lot of cool cars coming past, and you also get a lot of crowd movement, so it's a chance to get some slower shutter speed shots. With all the wind around, me and Benny, or rather Benny, have just realised that it's a really good opportunity for going to the wind tunnel of Surfers Paradise, which is the Camel's Circle. And it really gives the shots a bit of energy when you don't have your normal light to work with, because everyone's hair is just sort of in a general state of chaos, and it adds a lot of interest to the shot. Alrighty, here we are at the Camel's Circle. Not quite as busy as the other areas, so I might just have to wait a little bit longer, camp a bit longer than in our previous locations, but that's alright. Here is the Winds Tunnel, so don't be surprised if you can't hear me very well here.
I just realised this is recording.
What's it there? Oh, Just going to head back into the main thoroughfare now, and maybe actually head down towards the sort of Asian food section of the area, since there's usually a bit of good light to work with there. Go for a panning shot here actually. I've done this a few times before, but who cares? Line it up. Not bad. Looks alright.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Boom. Wide.
It was nice and wide.
Yeah. Here we go. This is me and Benny's one of me and Benny's favourite spots. Very, very different lighting conditions to what we usually get here. So yeah, pretty fun to work with though. That was fun. into the dark. Just by way of a little, how do you call it, digression from our photo shoot today, we just found a spot which would be really suitable for some really dark tones sort of edits. Possibly something to use a wide angle for, maybe a 16 to 24, 16 to 28 or something like that. I've got the 14 to 30, but it's a bit of a dark lens, it's only f4, but the strength of the downlighting is quite good, so exposed for highlights and you might be able to get something decent out of that. And out the other end we are. This is a spot where we were getting some good stuff the other day. I might not have posted the related video just yet, but probably should actually before I get to this one. But if I have, I've included a link here as to that video. So that was the day we had a lot more hard sunlight to work with. Very different today, not quite as suitable, although this is kind of fun one with Benny just there actually. Get a quick one of him there, get a bit lower, nice, not too shabby. Okay, shot that a bit dark, but that's why we have raw files after all. Bit of a weird option for a subject, just a random trolley in the middle of a pretty bare sort of area, but nonetheless take a photo of it anyway, because sometimes it doesn't look particularly great through the viewfinder but ends up looking pretty good on the screen. Take a few photos of the contents of it maybe as well. Oh, that's actually kind of fun. You won't be able to see it on the GoPro, but it looks all right. That'd be kind of fun. Nice little lookout area here. Usually works a bit better when we've got some strong shadows, but could be good anyway if we get something interesting walking through. Bit of an update on the GoPro so far. I've had to fiddle around with it a little bit just to try and get it level. I still don't know whether it is actually level, but nonetheless I have tried. It's been quite fun to use so far actually. I said before the hands-free function of it really helps, but yeah, it also really helps to get into the filming of things a little bit faster. And yeah, it actually aids what I'm talking about too, because I'm not thinking about where I'm pointing the camera so much. Decided to head back down to the main thoroughfare of Surfers Paradise now, and good start. But yeah, we've headed here because back on the sort of back street area, people were hugging to the shadows a little bit, and it's hard to isolate people with all the wind. Also challenging from an ISO perspective because you're shooting into the shadows a lot. So yeah, found a better piece of light and we're going to work with this for a little while, I reckon. Definitely a good bit of action down here. We're going to head all the way to the beach and just see if the situation has changed there. The light is actually likely to be quite similar, but in terms of the kinds of people we've got there and the activities that are happening, hoping for a little bit of variation from when we were there at the start of the session. But obviously you will find out about that once I start getting some shots.